So, how much better is the MODX M than the MODX Plus? In this video, we'll get into it. But before we start, welcome to Key Breakthrough. If you love keyboards, then you'll love this channel. Please like, subscribe, and share with other people. Now, currently, at the recording of this video, you could purchase a MODX Plus on the used market for as little as $1,300 if you want the 61 or 76 key. For the 88 key version, you could purchase as low as $1,500. That's a savings anywhere from $500 to $1,000 if you chose to go with the MODX Plus. But wait, let's look at the features and see how Yamaha upgraded this series of keyboards, because it might be worth it to fork up the extra cash to get the latest model. First, let's look at the weight. Is the added value in the weight? Actually, the 61 key, when you compare it to the older MODX Plus, is actually the same exact weight, 14 pounds and 9 ounces. And as we move up to the 76 key, you'll see it's about a half of a pound lighter. And it's about the same for the 88. We're looking at about a 7-ounce difference. Okay, so let's see if the added value is in the keybed. For the 61 and 76 key version, they actually upgraded the keybed. Yamaha calls it their FSB keybed, and it's the same keybed you will find in the Yamaha CK 61. How about the 88 key? Well, they're keeping the GHS action, but they say that it's fine-tuned. So all around, we're looking at a keybed very comparable to the Yamaha CK 88 series. I can tell you that a better keybed is definitely welcomed. Let's look at the sound engines. What are they doing in the sound department here? They're actually giving you an extra sound engine. It's called the ANX with 3 oscillators and 1 noise. The ANX engine is actually virtual analog. They're giving you 2 filters, 10 filter types, pulse width modulation, oscillator self-sync, ring modulation, FM and wave shaper, wave folder, voltage drift, and agent setting to simulate vintage synth behavior. Alright, this price gap is starting to make sense. As we move to performances, we see that Yamaha has crammed in 1,200 more performances, going from 2,227 to 3,427. Not only are there more sounds, but there's better sounds, better quality, better samples. Let's look at the wave capacity. With all those sounds and all those detailed samples, the MODXM has about twice the amount of wave memory, giving you 10.7 gigabytes of space. Now, how much space they give you for user sounds? Not much more, about 150 megabytes more. Okay, so let's look at Polyphony now. So they're giving you 12 more voices of Polyphony, bringing it from 256 voices to 268 voices, and those extra 12 voices are going to be found inside of the ANX engine. Arpeggiators. So they already gave you a tremendous amount of arpeggiators in the previous model, the MODX Plus, with 10,239 types. But they gave you even more in the MODX M, 10,922 types or more, for a total of 683 more types of arpeggiators. Alright, so paying the extra dough for the new M is starting to make more and more sense. Now let's look at the most obvious addition, which is on the front panel. I'm going to list off some, not all, but they added so much to this. They added a keyboard hold button, a portamento button, 4 extra sliders, 4 extra scene buttons, 8 part buttons, a mid knob button for the super knob. They gave you a quick edit button, quick page, a split button, an extra shift button, and they added A&G and effects control. Now, what was lost? What didn't get carried over? The only thing I can see is this right here, the USB volume knob. They got rid of the knob and it looks like they moved it. So now you have control at the bottom with one of the part buttons. Now let's move to the display. The display is pretty much the same, except for the fact that they've given you 6 display knobs. These knobs, along with the other controls, makes it so that you have to touch the screen a lot less. As we move to the right side of the panel, we see that they've added more buttons. We now have scroll wheel navigation buttons. We have a DAW remote button, navigation button, quick setup, and a panel lock. Now, as if all those features weren't enough, they've actually turned it up a notch by including the expanded soft synth plugin, which will be available early 2026. This is essentially the whole MODX M inside of a plugin. So those were the biggest standout features, and there's plenty more features they added. I hope this video helped you see the value proposition when you stack up the previous MODX against the new MODX. If this helped any, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Share with us your thoughts. Thank you all for tuning in to another Key Breakthrough. I will see you next time.